6.4, presentation of proclamation designating the week of May 15th through 21st, 2022 as Law Enforcement Officers Week, and Supervisor Simon will read this proclamation.
Everybody come on back up. And thanks for the report. That's awesome. Good morning, everyone. Designating the week of May 15th through 21st, 2022 as Law Enforcement Week. Proclamation for the Lake County Board of Supervisors. Whereas from the beginning of this nation, law enforcement officers have played an important role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms which we are guaranteed by the Constitution and in protecting the lives and property of our citizens. And the operation of correctional and detention facilities housing millions of prisoners and detainees throughout the nation. And whereas through constant application of new procedures and techniques, such officers are becoming more efficient in their enforcement of our laws and ensuring safety, containment, and control of the human beings charged to their care, while sustaining uncompromised regard for their dignity and constitutional rights. And whereas it is important that all community members know and understand the duties and responsibilities of the law enforcement agencies and the necessity for cooperating with them in maintaining law and order. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the extraordinary risks and sacrifices the dedicated men and women who have chosen law enforcement as a career face as they safeguard our freedom and security, and the public from the criminals in their custody, while at the same time encouraging such prisoners to develop skills and attitudes that can help them become productive members of society after their release. And whereas it is fitting and proper that we express our gratitude for the dedicated service and courageous deeds of law enforcement officers and for their contributions they have made to the security of the well-being of all of our people. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake, formally designates the week of 9 through 15, 2021 as law enforcement. That's a mistype there, I apologize. So this is May 15th, 2022 as Law Enforcement Officers Week in Lake County, and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in the communities across the nation. Passed and adopted the 17th day of May, 2022. Thank you. I do have one more thing that I'd like to read. So thank you for the book. But as it was said in there, in the one whereas, the ultimate sacrifice. And I'd just like to read the 5 names that we have in the book that we were provided today. And these are end of watches for Sheriff George W. Kemp, end of watch, 1910. Deputy Henry Valentine, Snowbelt, end of watch, October 1937. Deputy William David Hoyt, end of watch, October 1967. Sergeant Richard Helbush, end of watch, May 1981. Deputy Robert Rumfeld, end of watch, August 2017. And I just needed to read those names because they were provided to me today. Obviously, you know about their sacrifices, but that's the ultimate sacrifice that was paid. So thank you very much for your duties. And Brian, here you go. Thank you.
I think I've taken too much time in front of the microphone today. But I want to thank all the deputy sheriffs and law enforcement throughout Lake County. Whether you're wearing a blue uniform, a tan and green uniform, a tan uniform, whether you're assigned to be a deputy sheriff at the jail, working bailiffs, boat patrol, investigations, or the most visible unit that we have in our patrol division, whether you work for a police department, state parks, fish and wildlife, we appreciate the service that you provide for our community. Our department is very reflective. Everybody you see up here is a member of this community, and we very much value the support that we get from this community and are honored to serve. Thank you.
Actually, Brian, you can move over here.
trying to get on. It's like taking a kid to work day. Yes, thank you.
Wait for Grab one. Thank you. Awesome, thank you so much.
Does any other board member have anything they'd like to add to that? I'll open it up for public input. Does anybody in the chambers have any comments they'd like to make on that? Not seeing any. I'll look online. I don't see any hands up, and so I'll bring it back to the board.